All right, now I didn't forget about the little pieces of clay I asked you to make, the little coils and the little pebble balls. So now if they're all dry, I just wanted you to see how we can make slip from it, but also how clay can be rehydrated and reused. Also, if you add too much water to it, how it breaks down. So I took one of my lidded containers. Okay, so one of yours with your lid. I put a little bit of water in it. It's maybe about a quarter inch up. And I am just going to place these pieces in, and you can break them up if you want. And you're just kind of going to let them soak. All right, so just let them soak in there. Take a look at it after a little while and see how it's breaking down. Okay, once it looks like it's all kind of turned to mush at the bottom, okay, then you can take one of your spoons or fork or something and stir it up, okay, to get a smoother consistency. Now, normally to make slip, you can just put any kind of clay in there and add water and mush it up. But I also wanted you to see how clay breaks down with too much water and how it can be rehydrated if it's too dry. All right. So the other day we had worked on your pinch pop, all right? And we had talked about getting a nice thickness, so a quarter inch, maybe a little thinner would be great. Smoothed out, okay? What you can do then is let it sit out a little bit just to get a little stiffer and not as sticky. Okay, that'll help you with the next step, which is the decorating. So when it's to that point, don't let it dry out either. Okay, so you should be able to pick it up without it crushing in your hands. Now you can check the bottom if it needs to be smoothed out. Now you just use my thumb. You got to be gentle with your project. So smooth out anything that's maybe not smooth as you want. If you need to, you can always go back to your rib, okay? And remember, with a little bit of water, smooth it out and go back through it, okay? And check all that out. So a little stiffer, not as wet, okay? Then the next part is the decorating, okay? And we talked about your decorating is going to be a geometric pattern. So you can choose what you want to do. I got this in the mail. It's kind of a laminated cardboard, thick paper, I should say. Flexible but stiff enough. And I've been using this as kind of my straight edge and to cut out some additional shapes. So if you have something round like that, or again, another gift card or something like that, you can use it. Even paper will work. It might get a little mushy, but you can still do it. Your rulers, of course, they can be used. And then your little knives, whether you want, the plastic knife I gave you, some other sort of little knife to work with it. Okay, what I did first to kind of get it in sections is looked straight down on it and kind of first created an X the best I could that way. Okay, and then I went in between them. So section it off, and you can section it off as much as you want. Maybe you don't even want to do that. That's going to be up to you. I decided I wanted to do that for mine. I'm going to use just a dull pencil for mine. Okay, so right now, okay, hopefully you can see those little marks at the top, okay? And with that, from that mark, I made one kind of right down below it so I can create straight line and divide it off. And so with that, with this paper, okay, actually what I found to be easiest is I found my top point and where I wanted to go and just use that edge to make it, okay? So kind of just rocked it in there and got it situated. So they're going to be fairly even spaced, okay? So trying to catch the light here, and you can see then kind of the vertical lines. Next, what I did is I went in the middle and made a little mark, and then I created lines. Again, I used my tool here and the pencil and made some V's. From that point, okay, and it's a little hard to see now with the gray because it's all gray, and then I use that to create my other little triangle on the top of it, okay? So you can keep the same pattern if you want in between spaces. Here I haven't decided yet what I want to do, but I can alternate that, okay? Later you can go back in if you want and make them a little deeper, or if you like it the way it is, that's fine. And the other thing is you get little kind of clay blobs that hang out, which I like to call clay boogers. When the clay dries, they'll be really easy just to flick out of there. So don't let that worry you right now. Okay, so remember your design should go all the way around, okay, and geometric kind of patterns. And you decide what you want to do. You can see that hopefully a little bit in there. I'm trying to get that angle right and get that created. The slip you made earlier, that can use to fill in any cracks or anything that might happen, and we'll definitely be using it on other projects to come. All right, so with that, good luck decorating your project, and I'll check on you